Hi, it's so good to see you. How have you been? Oh my god, I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. Today we're playing Pokemon Silver. We are going to another gym. Last time, we finally corrected our mistakes. We went to the left. We found two gyms. We beat one of them, and we made our way towards the other one that we needed to beat, and that we unfortunately accidentally skipped. So, without further ado, let's beat some people up. Jasmine uses the newly discovered Steel type. I don't know very much about it. Oh, great. Useless. Men being useless? More likely than you think. Oh yeah, I forgot. We added Blathers back on our team because we needed someone to fly. No one else is gonna challenge us. It's just me and Jasmine. Thank you so much for your help at the lighthouse, but this is different. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Jasmine, a gym leader. I use the Steel type. Do you know about the Steel type? It's a type that was only recently discovered. May I begin? So, the reason they keep harping on us for the Steel type is because it was a newly added type in Gen 2, and it's so funny to think about that, but it is actually true. Back in 1999, for Generation 2, they introduced the Steel type, they introduced the Dark type, and I think that was about it as far as new type Pokemon go. Correct me if I'm wrong, feel free to do so. But, it's pretty iconic. Glenn is a rock type. I was not aware that that was gonna be that strong. So I'm a little concerned, a little spooked, because I thought Glenn was gonna be the one to endure this, and that is not the case, indeed. Because it's a Steel type, we can, I think, rely on our good old Judy Volva. I wonder how long it's gonna take for her to evolve, because she's been a Vulpix for a second, and I'm wondering when we're gonna get the fabulous Ninetales. Ninetales is such a good Pokemon, let me tell you, such a great, gracious, and beautiful Pokemon. Alolan Ninetales is actually the reason I got Pokemon, the Shield version of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And the funny thing is, I don't think I caught it yet, or I don't know, I don't remember. And this is not about Sword and Shield anyway. Oh, we're gonna fight Steelix. Ooh, dramatic. I think we're gonna keep Volva. I think Volva is gonna carry us today. I think she's gonna lead us to victory, to our much-deserved victory. I think I'm gonna do the Confuse Ray because we're a bit over our heads here. Steelix is level 35, and we're at a very measly 29. So we definitely need all advantages that we can get. So hopefully we can get ahead a little bit. Ember is not the strongest fire type move that we could be using, but it's also the only one we have. So it's gonna have to work. It's gonna have to do. I forget what other type is strong against Steel. I'm assuming only fire is strong against Steel, but I could be completely misguided in saying that. Ooh, that's no good. Okay, well, there goes Volva. We do have a revive on us. I'm assuming Mel wouldn't be a horrible choice to use here, because I don't think water is necessarily like weak. Ooh, let's try an ice move. I don't know how ice will fare against Steel, but it's always worth trying. Okay, it's not confused anymore, but ice is not bad. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Let's try Surf. Oh, of course she used the Hyper Potion. Of course we can't have nice things. But I forget if water is any good against Steel. It does make sense that water would be strong against it because, you know, water will make Steel, whatchamacallit, not rot, There's another word for it that I can't... Rust, I guess? I think that would be the best. I think that's how science works. Listen, I'm not a scientist. I didn't go to school for science. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I could be talking out of my ass. And Mel is definitely not the one that we're going to use there. Because Miss Magnemite is electric type as well as a steel type. So we're not about to do that drama. Let me get Meep Meep up in here. I think she should be fine. Because Meep Meep is an electric girly. So we should have that covered at least. But we don't really have anything else that would be good. I mean, Headbutt is fine, I guess. It's not very effective, though, so that's unfortunate. I think we could use this opportunity, though, to revive Volva. And to get her back up and carry the last bit of this fight for us. I think that could be a very, very wise decision. A very good, solid choice. There she is. Let's get Miss Volva up in here doing her thing. Let me take a sip of my coffee. I say coffee. She is not really a coffee. She's a decaf. She's a fraud, okay? She's a fraud. While I was coughing and hiccuping at the same time, Volva has perished once again. That's no good. I think we can get Meep Meep up just so that we have someone that can for sure take attacks from Magnemite. And I can try doing the whole thing where we revive and cure Volva for the next couple turns. Just to make sure she's at the top of her shape. Because we really need her to carry us in this last bit. I think the worst is behind us. Because I think Steelix was the big bad of this gym. Which is kind of surprising. The gym leaders from this game, funny enough, they're... like, they will regularly send out their strongest Pokemon second rather than like last, and that's a very interesting dynamic because I wouldn't say that's normal behavior necessarily. Okay, we need to confuse Miss Magnemite because she's doing the fucking most and she needs to be taken down a few pegs. Okay, she needs to calm down, she needs to humble herself. She needs to take some deep breaths and grab a snack and calm the fuck down because she's doing the fucking most. How come when my Pokemon are confused, they're confused for a whole fucking battle, and Miss Magnemite is over here thriving with like a one-turn confusion, getting over her confusion real quick? A lot of us really can't relate to that Miss thing. You know what, if Volva perishes, I think we're just gonna use literally anyone else to finish off this fight, because at this point, it's not worth spending that revive. It's not worth wasting the revive and another hyper potion. You know what I mean? Although Meep Meep might be going down as well, because Miss Thing is paralyzed and she keeps getting hit, but hopefully this is gonna be good. It may not have been the most effective way to take down this Magnemite, but we beat the fucking gym already. You are a better trainer than me, in both skill and kindness. In accordance with league rules, I confer upon you this badge. She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. We got the Mineral Badge, which raises Pokemon's defense. Ooh, she's also giving us a TM. I wonder if it's gonna be... I don't know if it's gonna be Thunderbolt, but she was spamming that a lot. Oh, Iron Tail. Oh, I don't think Steelix got to use it at all because we were pretty on it. An attack that may reduce defense. Ooh, I don't think any of my current girls can... I take that back. Well, shit. Oh god, who can I teach this to? Let me see what Meep Meep is working with. Let me see what Miss Meep Meep is working with. I do like the current moveset that she has, so I don't think Meep Meep is the one that's gonna learn it. We could possibly teach it to literally anyone else. So let's see. What about Miss Volva? I'm totally down to teaching it to Volva because I think it could be cute to give her something that's not a fire move. Oh, and we can get rid of Safeguard. Okay, work. That's actually perfect. That's perfect, actually. Can we use Sludge Bomb with anyone? I feel like we switched our team around a little bit. Okay, yeah, no, that's off limits for us. That's fine. We got another gym, girls. Look at us. Look at us. Oh yeah, baby. One more gym and then we're off to the Poke League, girls. Ooh. That was awesome. The steel type, huh? That was a close encounter of an unknown kind. Listen, we fucking did that. Oh, ring ring. What does Professor Elm want? Turd, how are things going? I called because something weird is happening with the radio broadcasts. They were talking about Team Rocket. Turd, do you know anything about it? Maybe Team Rocket has returned. No, that just can't be true. Sorry to bug you. Take care. Okay, so he fully just... Was this like a voice mail kind of thing? Because I feel like we could have easily told him that, like, yeah, girl, they're back. We fought them. But he wasn't really listening to us. So I think we're gonna have to go to that radio tower that we were in towards the beginning of the series. That we saw Team Rocket kind of you know, lurking around that area, if you will. And they were kind of investigating the area, acting suspicious. I really do want to, before we move on, I do want to save. And I do really want to check out the area that we're in. Because there was a little area down at the bottom of this that I was kind of confused about what it was about. And we didn't really get to explore it last time. And I feel like we could also explore the whirlpool situation. So I really wanted to do that before we do anything else. Okay, we're just talking about some rods. We don't want you to fall into the sea, so you're not allowed in. Oh, okay, so there's really nothing here. Shelder are really easy to catch here. They're kind of rare elsewhere. Okay, so there's really nothing going on here. So I went the right way all along. Okay, work. I really thought I missed out on something when I skipped this area. That's good to know that I didn't. I really didn't go this way, though. I didn't get in the water in this direction. There's probably nothing for me to see here. But it's worth exploring, you know. I think we've been taking things pretty... we've been pretty straightforward about our Pokemon adventure. But I really did want to check out this, whirlpool situation over here, because we kind of skipped it last time. I think I was just supposed to go directly down. And because we did miss out on it a little bit. So I really wonder if there's, what's going on, really? Alright, some Tentacools chilling. It is really good experience for Blathers, though. Because we really needed to level up. It's been a while since we've had Miss Blathers on our team. So we could really use the experience for him to level up. Oh, well. Very rude. It's me trying to use Hypnosis, and then that Tentacool uses it back on me. It was fully the it was fully that Uno meme where it fully used that card on me, and it's like, nope, Uno reverse on your ass. Oh, I forgot how fly worked. I was like, what's going on with Blathers? Where is it going? I completely forgot that's how fly works. I remember using fly for the first time and being like, what? A Pokemon move that lasts 2 turns? Like, how cool is that? Although it's probably not the best idea to use it while your Pokemon is confused, because there's 2 chances that it will hurt itself. And you could potentially be wasting 1 turn. I think the first move that is like that is Dig, right? Because I remember using that and being like, oh, this is fucking fierce. Like, I get to hide for a second, and like their moves are useless for this 1 turn. Like, I love this. Like, that was kind of fierce. Listen, there's a lot of really cool things about Pokemon, and those things are particularly cool when you're a kid and you're like, you've never seen anything of the sorts, right? It's funny because, like, you don't really get to see a lot of those types of abilities in other JRPGs, I feel. Like, there is one in Final Fantasy. They do have the jump thing with the Dragoon girls. But other than that, I can't really think of, like, anything else, but I would say that that's highly inspired by Pokemon. I don't know. I could be wrong. I would like to believe that, but I feel like they would never admit to it if it was, right? I feel like it would never be a thing. They would actively go out of their way to be like, yeah, we stole this from Pokemon. I don't know if that would be I don't know if that would be very accepted, I suppose. I don't know. It's been a few years. I feel like they could potentially open up and talk about that. But alas. The only thing I think of when I see tentacles is that one episode of Pokemon where they're like possessing people and they're like this fucking town. They're like trying to take over it and they're like submerging it underwater. It's a fucking wild episode. I'm pretty sure it was very much a filler, but it was just like such a wild episode to witness. I think I had that on VHS because I think it was like one of few episodes that came into that particular VHS, because they had like 3 episodes at a time, I think, in those VHSs. So yeah, another wild episode was that the cruise episode where they're like it's like a 2-part episode and they're fully submerged underwater, and it's like a whole thing. They're teaming up with Team Rocket. I remember that was like the peak of fucking drama in my childhood. Like, that was wild. And to be like, oh my god, they're teaming up with Team Rocket, oh my god, it was like, you know, such a wild ride, I would say. I love that I just fully beat up that Staryu and didn't even acknowledge how much I love Staryus and Starmies. I feel like I've never had them on my team. Like, I feel like I never end up having them on my team. You know, like, I feel like, I don't know if I end up even catching them. I don't know if it's like I just never played the correct versions or whatever. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I always end up missing out. I completely forgot this Pokemon even existed. I was like, what is a Remoraid? I feel like I haven't come across this girly very much, and I was fully like, who? I feel like if you were to say that name in my chat randomly, I would be like, I don't know her. I don't know her. Not at all. Oh, come on, Tentacruel. Tentacruel, Tentacruel. That was the sound of the tentacles. I remember, that's actually so funny. I just remembered that. I remembered playing Pokemon and being so disappointed that the sounds that the Pokemon made in the game were not the same that of like in the anime, because like in the games Pokemon just do like but like in the anime they're like, you know, Tentacool, 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 like they say their own names, I guess, but they obviously don't do that in the games. So I remember like having that kind of like shock playing the game, being like, oh, that's not the sound that they make in the anime. Like that's not what I'm used to. And I wonder why that's not really a thing in the games, because like it's a thing in the anime and now they could do that, but I also get it. Like, you know, the Pokemon cries are very iconic for what they are. Ooh, excuse me, honey. We've got a big storm coming. Ooh, and the storm is so big. Ooh, and it's coming. Ooh. Smallsy, come on in. Welcome on in with your party, with your fun fashion friends. Hello? Yes, I want to use the whirlpool. Thank you. Hi, Smallsy. Welcome on in. Hi, Kirby. Hi, Salika. Hi, Ryuin. Honey, you've got a big storm coming. The storm is coming and so am I. How are y'all doing? I was chilling earlier in Smallsy's stream while he was playing some Endwalker. How was it? Did you have a lot of fun? Hello, Mario. If literally any single person watching my streams or my YouTube videos is not following Smallsy for some reason, y'all are missing the fuck out. Smallsy is one of the funniest, most entertaining streamers that I've ever literally come across. Like, I'm not just saying this because Smallsy is my friend. Like, I felt that before I became friends with him. But welcome on in, everyone. My name is Ruby. I'm doing this challenge series in which I'm playing through I'm playing through a game from each year of my life. We're currently landing in 1999. I was 5 years old when this game came out originally in Japan. And we're one gym away from getting to the Poke League. But I figured today we would do a little bit of exploration before we head right down to that last gym jam, including this little cavern here that I have no idea what it even is. So enjoy, have a good time. If you need to step away for a little bit because you were just watching the lovely Smallsy, feel free to take a little break, and yeah, if you want to come back and chill out and with your snack, with your drink, with what have you, then I will openly have you here with open arms and legs. Ooh. Welcome on in. It was so good. We had a massive story dump and it was incredible and my mind is blown. Ooh, sexy. What was the sexiest part of the updates so far? You did come across very sexy characters in one of the hubs that you were in. I remember we were like, oh, these people are very attractive. Look at them go. Oh, come on, Krabby. The sexiest part was this guy was really hot. Iconic. And I was like, hello? I love that. I love that so much. Purple hair and eyes. Ooh, that does sound iconic. Man buns. Ooh, I do like a man bun. I do. Tenant. Oh. Say no more. I'm just kidding. I was gonna I was gonna get on my knees, but I'm not gonna commit to that bit. I'm not gonna commit to that bit. I'm not gonna do that. Nar. Nar. I'm comfy. I'm comfy. I'm ready to clip. No. Y'all enabling my potential demise from twitch.tv. I see you trying to sabotage. Ruin, how are you liking Endwalker? Have you gotten into it as well? No, I guess I could always claim that I would be praying, right? You pray on your knees. I could always claim that that's what I was going for. That I was praying for a 10-inch dick. Oh. That's when things took a turn at the gig. Y'all, I deleted Tinder once again. I was fucking over it. And I think my vibe this time around was like, you know what? I don't chase, I attract. You know, like it's very that. It's like, no, I'm not gonna be looking for any of these whores approval. I'm gonna be living my life, doing the best that I can with my own life, and if a dick-wielding individual or otherwise pops up in my life and wants a piece of this ass, then they can have it, you know? But I'm not gonna go out of my way to zip zoom through this rotted ass app, hoping that these people that I'm mildly attracted to will like me back. I'm over it. Over it. Oh, too many emotions. You were crying your little eyes out. Aww. That's good though. That's good. Sometimes you need a good cry. I was talking to someone about Final Fantasy XIV recently, because I was like, and y'all, listen, I know y'all love Final Fantasy, but a pet peeve of mine with anything, not just Final Fantasy, is when people are like, oh, you just gotta get through like a ton of hours of content before it gets good. And and someone who will rename nameless, because I don't want to put them on the spot when they're not like here to defend themselves. They were like, spoiler alert, it's not good, even like after all that. And I was like, well, but it's cool to see like that you know, it's getting to a point where it's like emotional and it's like very interesting and very intense. But I don't know if I'm like ready for that type of commitment anymore with Final Fantasy XIV, because it's like it will take a lot for me to get there. You know what I mean? Like as far as like time and effort. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, you know, the ship will probably, I'll just let the ship pass and I'll probably just let that be a thing that I just won't get to, you know? I don't know, I may change my mind, who knows? If this is what they have for 14, I can only imagine what 16 will be like. I'm really trying to hold my expectations back for Final Fantasy 16, but I really think it's gonna be good. I'm really hoping. I think it has to, but I guess that's what I said about 15. 15 was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad you're all enjoying it. That's good. I'm glad it's worth the wait, right? Of the couple weeks of delay that y'all got. Are the queues still very wild for that game? Because I know that when it was like when early access first opened, I know that people were like having queues for like hours upon hours. This morning wasn't bad. Oh, okay. Do you think it's like a morning thing? It's like less people are active in the morning? Or do you think it's like because it's been a few days since the expansion is out, people are kind of not necessarily phasing out, but there's not as much, I guess, demand? I don't know. Yeah, we're not gonna learn reflect. We don't need Blathers to reflect on his actions. He's perfect the way he is. It started on the weekend. Weekend will be awful. Oh, okay, yeah, it's probably just because it's a work week. That's fair. Well, good luck, y'all. Good luck. Sorry, I'm just speeding up the process of Blathers leveling up quite a bit. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, well. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I still have a bit of the coughs. What is the MB? And why is it coming over? I have been enjoying your Pokemon Silver videos, so I'm glad to catch a bit of it live, but I'm crashing, so I will lurky lurk. No worries, Salika. I'm glad you've been enjoying the videos. I literally put them out thinking of all of the amazing folks that can't make it to the streams because of the time zones and all that stuff. So it makes me really happy to hear that you've been enjoying them. And have an amazing night. Oh, Mystery Boy. Oh, duh. I thought you were talking about a game thing. I was like, oh, what is MB? Yeah, the queues will be impossible. So yeah, you're not gonna play at all during the weekend. Aww. We get to take a break, y'all, from the game to report someone. Yay! What a beautiful time we're having. Aww. Imagine being a clown. Aww. Imagine losing your Twitch account because you're a fool and a clown. Aww. Well, anyway. Yeah, meep meep. Meep meep the sheep. You'll be out of town, so less to worry about. But you start work on Monday. Ooh, that's no fun. That's no fun. It's always so funny to me, like, when people go out of their way to, like, hate on someone for their identity or something like that, because it's kind of like, everyone knows that what you're saying is not true. And you're just, like, literally wasting your time, and yet you're still choosing to do it. It's just, it's such a funny thing to me. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, you're wasting your time, and I think we all know it. And I think you also know it. Unless, do you think that transphobes genuinely think that spreading the rhetoric that people are gonna be like, oh, you know what, you're right. Like, do they think that they can somehow convince anyone otherwise? Like, You know what? You have changed my life, and I will. Oh, Seal. Oh no. I love our friend Mel, aka our Azumarill, but what if we got a Seal who is a water and ice type? Oh, I'm very tempted. Oh, I don't think we... a part of me is like, we shouldn't, but a part of me is like, we probably should. Because Seal is probably better moving forward. Oh, I think we might... I think I'm gonna catch it. You're gonna go lay down. No worries, Smallzy. I know it's pretty late for you, so definitely go get some sleeps. You support Seal, right? Oh, we need to come up with a name for it, though. The sea lion. In daytime, it is often found asleep on the seabed in shallow waters. Its nostrils close while it swims. Not Neil. Like you were gonna be earlier. I vote no for that. I'm gonna veto that name. I'm just gonna skip on that. We are going to call it... I hope it's gonna fit. We're gonna call it Boom Clap, because Seals clap, and it also reminds me of that Charlie XCX song. Boom, clap the sound of my heart. Wow, what a beautiful... I mean, she is the moment. Come on now. I think that was a great decision that we made. I think we peaked. I think that was the day we peaked on our Pokemon naming creative endeavors. What a bop. It's no vroom vroom, but hey, listen. Many songs aren't vroom vroom, so... And we still love them and accept them for what they are. The taste jumped out. Oh, is this the entrance? Wait, did I just make it? Did I just make it back to the entrance, or is this literally somewhere else entirely? Well, now we're not gonna go back, so I'm just gonna... stay here. I think this is a different section, because I don't remember seeing this surf area. where we were. I think we skipped something though. I think I want to go back and see what we may have skipped out on. Because I think we did skip something. Well, an attempt was made. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just decided to see what the fuss was about, you know, because I saw that there were some whirlpools over here, and I didn't get to see what the fuss was about last time. So I just decided to check it out for myself and take a little look-see before we go to the radio station and potentially beat up some Team Rockets. Meep Meep is evolving! She's zooming, dude. Oh, look at it. Meep Meep has evolved. Oh, Thunder Punch. Give it to me. Yes. Ooh. Do we want to get rid of Thunder Wave? Or Thunder Shock? I think we're getting rid of Thunder Shock. It's not like we can get rid of Flash, so we're just gonna get rid of Thunder Shock. Hello? Amazing baby, I know, a precious friend. We just found a precious friend. We really did that. We did it. We did it, John. Goodbye. That's what it's like to be a flop. I wouldn't know. I can only live vicariously through other people's flops. Because I don't know what that's like for myself, you know? I have to see it in order to witness it, because I just could never relate. Oh, well. Don't you love it when you like inflict something upon them and it's like immediately one turn after they're like, oh, I'm fine actually. Meanwhile, when it's on you, it's like 5 turns for you to get rid of like anything. Pretty unfair if you ask me. Very unlegendary. Confusion is such a betrayal. It really is. Because I feel like for most people it's like, you know, criminal. But then the second that you use it on someone, it's like, oh, they're fine actually. They get over it fairly quickly, and you're like, oh, look at your privilege. Check yourself, please. Oh, come on. Top 10 anime betrayals. I feel like I'm a little reflective right now. That's way better. Don't mind me, just fixing my lights. Yeah, I don't have patience for this. We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch to our newly evolved Meep Meep. Look at it. Such an icon. Such an icon in our midst. Imagine being like this. The little tail, right? It's so precious. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Listen, at least we're gonna get some experience out of this journey. That's at least a positive that we can take out of this. It's such a cute friend, such a precious friend. Do y'all have any Gen 2 Pokemon that stand out as some of your faves? My sense of direction is awful. I have no idea where I've been to and where I'm going. I really know nothing. I really know nothing. I feel like if we continuously continue flopping, I will probably just move on to something else in this game, because I do think it would be kind of fierce if we beat it by the end of this week or like early next week. I think that could be really neat, if I do say so myself. Do you see what I mean? Like, I get confused and suddenly it's like the entire battle. An entire battle's worth of drama. Okay, that only took 17 years off of my life. That's fine. That's totally fine and acceptable, I guess. Oh shit, this is where I came from. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. If it isn't a flop. Imagine how tired we are. This is not what I wanted. I was thinking of, I wanted to bring out Areola and I brought out Volva. Listen, I'm just getting my body parts confused. I'm just getting all the body parts confused, apparently. Marie Plime is iconic. It really is. Houndour, yes. I really want a Houndour. Wooper, Flaffy, Suicune. Yes, Suicune is so fierce. I really like the legendary doggies in Gen 2, actually. The legendary girlies from Gen 2 are really fucking fierce. They are really, really cool. I will say. I will be the first to say it. It's always like that moment, like towards the end of a game when you're like, oh, now I can replace some of my girlies with like legendaries, and then you're like, but do I want to bother, you know, do I want to get through that drama right now? Oh. Well. Well then, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made on this day. That's fine. Not the vice grip. Not the homophobia. Who wants some crab legs? I actually don't live for crab legs. I felt betrayed when I found out they were actually based on cats rather than dogs, even though I always thought Raikou looks like a tiger. They look like doggies. They do. That's upsetting. I actually didn't know that either. We were lied to several times. Raiko is also so fierce. Let's have that conversation, Nintendo. What's up with that? What's up with all of these, with these girlies looking like doggies and being kitties? What's up with that? Okay, we want to go to the right, because that's how you go to the entrance. Okay, something new, something new. We're seeing something different. Oh, come on, calcium. Not using that. We're probably going to sell it, because it's probably going to be very lucrative. Oh. Oh. Did we literally get through the whole cave and this is what we get? Because I think this is how I entered it. Is there nothing in it right now? Did I miss anything, y'all? Was there supposed to be anything in there that I missed out on? Or maybe, or should I get back to this later? Yeah, this is the cave that I access to through like the whirlpool thingy. They sure are. I take a sip of my water. Ooh, woo. Oh yeah, let me acquaint you with my team, the girlies that we have so far. So we have Blathers, the Noctowl. We have Glenn, the Pseudo-Wudo. We have Meep Meep, our Ampharos. We have Volva, the Vulpix. We have Mel, the Azumarill. We have Areola, the Bayleaf. And that's our current team. They are important, but the most important thing doesn't reveal itself until you have a certain item. Okay, work. Oh yeah, I think they did say something about that actually. I think they did say something about how I needed a certain item. Well then, let's just grab Blathers and fly ourselves out of here. We want to go. We want to go to that city that had a radio station. So we want to go to Goldenrod City. Because I think that's where Team Rocket is going to be at. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to heal up our girlies. We're going to take the sad step in replacing Mel with Boom Clap. Because I do think that moving forward, Boom Clap is going to be, I wouldn't say more valuable, but probably the wisest choice to have. Considering it covers two types rather than just one. So unfortunately, we are going to be depositing Mel, our Azumarill. And we're going to be withdrawing Boom Clap. Oh yeah, these are the girlies that we have in our box. So we have Boom Clap. We have Rudolph, we have Crypt, we have Drut, which is just turd backwards, because Ekans is snake backwards. We have Toot, we have Bobby, and we have Little Turd. Oh yeah, we have Whopper, we have Shucky, Lucifer, Wig, Cypher, and Mel. Such a good combination of people here. Such a good combination of Pokemon that unfortunately we can't have all at the same time in our party. But Boom Clap is going to go to that first slot because it's our lowest level girly. Sorry, I'm just kind of sorting my girlies by level. I usually love doing that. Okay, work. I should probably give Surf and Whirlpool to Boom Clap, because I'm gonna need it to learn those. So we are gonna teach it those moves. I'm gonna get rid of... Oh, this is gonna be hard because rest... actually, I don't like using rest in battle because I don't like putting my Pokemon to sleep. So we're gonna do Surf and we're gonna do Whirlpool. I don't love equipping two HMs on one girly, but hey, listen. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. For convenience sake, you gotta do what you gotta do. I wish it wasn't like this, but alas, it is. Alright, let's save up our game. It hasn't been that long since I started, so we're not gonna take a little break yet. We probably will after we're done with the Team Rocket stuff. Pokemon, they're nothing more than tools for making money. Okay, can we not... Okay, this is the radio station. Take over the radio tower. What? It's none of your business. So this is the radio tower. What do you want, you pests? Scram. Okay, are they not taking over the tower? Oh, they are, yeah. Hello? We've finally taken over the radio tower. Now everyone will get to experience the true terror of Team Rocket. We'll show you how scary we are. I should have talked to the girlie, to the secretary there. To the receptionist. Well, oh, they sent out a rat, just like they are. Interesting concept. Get him, girlie. Use that Aurora Beam. Oh, not the Hyper Fang. Oh, no, 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 no. Hyper Fang is so strong, and for what? Am I right? No. Oh my god. Okay, there goes Boom Clap. There she goes. I think Glenn would be fine. Glenn being our rock type can probably withstand a lot of the normal type flops from this rat. Ooh. Okay, it's gonna do another Raticate. Do we have a 28? Yes, we do. Okay, let's put Blathers on. Let's get Blathers to level up as well. Let's see what you're made of. I'm gonna do Hypnosis. Hopefully that will be good. Well, or we can flop. That's fine. That's fine, I suppose. Or we can finally hit it with that broom broom broom. Or do 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 do. I don't know why I said broom broom broom. But alas. I really appreciate that, Salika, by the way. Thank you so much for giving me that tip. I would have stayed there and probably floundered around, not knowing what to do when I was fully missing an item. So I appreciate that. I think something was said by one of the NPCs at some point about that, but I appreciate you confirming that for me. Too strong, we must watch you. Oh, bye. I fully skipped you, girly. Hello, I'm sorry, but we're not offering any tours today. Oh. That's all, girly? That's all she's concerned about. She's like, we're not doing any tours, sorry to say. Like, okay, girl, I think there's bigger things going on here that you could be addressing, but that's fine, I guess. That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. No worries there. She's probably freaking out a little bit. you want me to say what the item is? It's something wing, right? It's like silver wing or something like that. I think I do remember hearing about it somewhere in I think an NPC told me about it. I think it's something along those lines, right? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for confirming that for me. I really appreciate that. Hello? Why would they want to take over the radio tower? Well, because they're flops and they don't know what else to do. Haha, how boring it was. It was far too easy to take over this place. Come on, keep me amused. Oh. Mr. Sheffield. Oh, come on, Arbok. I wonder if the Pokemon choices with Team Rocket were kind of inspired by the anime at this point. Because I feel like a lot of sometimes they have like Pokemon that are very similar to Pokemon that, you know, anime Team Rocket would have. Especially this girly that kind of looks like Jessie a little bit. Oh, not the glare. Excuse you. Excuse you. Not on my watch. Oh, wait for it. Hi, Spin. Oh no, what happened, Spin? Why do I see a ghost emote? Did you stay up late playing Animal Crossing again? Is that who you are today? The ghost of yesterday's Spin, who stayed up late playing Animal Crossing. Oh, not that. Either way, it's good to see you. I've really been enjoying streaming this often, actually. I was good this time, my body just sabotaged me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Not that. Not the body sabotaging. So rude, so uncalled for. Who are you, she says. Girl, I'm Turd. My name is Turd. Nice to meet you. Hello. Hi. We're Team Rocket. Yes? We're Team Rocket, the exploiters of Pokemon. We love being evil. Scared? Girl. I mean, at least they're self-aware. Listen. At least they're not pretending to be someone that they're not. They're fully aware. And they're not ashamed of it, I guess. For better or worse, I suppose. Definitely take it easy today, though. It's good to see you. Oh, get her, Jade. Oh, not that. Ooh. I'm glad she missed. But yeah, we just beat up Jasmine earlier today. Oh no. Well. And then we're getting beat up at the gig. That's fine. That's quite alright. We're gonna go out and do cute things with cute partner, but I can't walk today. Aww. Definitely take it easy. I'm sorry to hear that. There's always next time though, right? I'm sure your partner will understand. Get her, Blathers. You eat that Rattata up. Not literally. Not literally. But I guess, like... I guess some Pokemon would eat each other, right? Because, like, it's not like there's, like, animals that they would eat. Unless every single Pokemon is, like, vegetarian. You would assume that some of these Pokemon would eat each other, right? In, like, the natural scheme of things. In the natural circle of life. Not that this is something that I probably wanted to plant in our brains on this day. But hey, If it came up in my mind, now everyone must know about it. Aww. Now you're trying to be like, oh, I'm totally fine, and while absolutely not being fine. Blathers would definitely eat Rattata. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure most Pokemon would probably eat Rattatas. And while that's not something that I would actively want to think about, it's probably a thing that happens. So that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, isn't it? Give me this Poke Center. Don't mind if I do. Well, now you're gonna be playing Animal Crossing, I'm sure. So hey, you win some, you lose some, I suppose. We got this, y'all. We're gonna take this radio station away from Team Rocket. They don't even know what they're looking at, what they're facing. They have no idea what's coming to them. And I love that about us. We're just very unpredictable, just ready to ruin everyone else's careers. Hey, keep out of our way. Well, good luck with that. Oh, that's very unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Imagine insurance actually being useful and actually covering basic needs. What a concept. Whoa. Not the leech life. Not the sucking life out of me. Not the type of sucking that we want. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So rude. Doesn't even cover your walker. That's so rotted. Oh my god. Ooh, not the yawning. Not the yawning at the gig. I promise y'all are not boring me. Neither is Pokemon. It's just when you're like cozy and you're just like chilling, it kind of just unravels. Ooh, not the boom clap flinching. The clap was too powerful. Yes, boom clap by Charlie XCX. Yes. I was like, okay, we have a seal, and seals clap, and so boom clap was literally the first thing that came to my mind, and I haven't looked back since. It did pain me to replace smell, but you know, boom clap is still, you know, still has growth to do and could be helpful moving forward, and I feel like Mel kind of peaked in a way. I could be completely wrong, but hey, I'm just trying to change it up a little bit and to keep my party fresh, fun, and sexy. 3 years ago, Team Rocket was forced to disband, but we're making a comeback here. Oh, well. We love a comeback. We always love a comeback. Right? Right? No? Listen, I'm just saying words. Oh, not this. Not the tiny Grimer. Well, time to ruin your life. Sorry, Flop. I mean, a headbutt by Boom Clap would be so, like, it would hurt so much because it has a horn. So, like, getting headbutted by Boom Clap would actually be so painful. I hate it here. Please. Bye, Flop. Tee-hee. Alright, another Grimer. Sure, let's go. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I probably should be, but I'm not. We're just gonna Aurora Beam our way out of the situation. Oh, please take this hit so I can heal. Well, or don't. That's fine. That's fine too, I guess. That's quite alright. Oh, well. Flop. All I wanted was to inflict hypnosis upon this girly. And we are highly missing the mark. Very much missing the mark. But that's okay, we're coming back. Now it's our turn to do a comeback of our own. It's our turn to thrive at the gig. We also deserve, you know? We also deserve our glory moments, our glorious occasion. And we can also avenge Boom Clap from the evil Grimers of the world. Can we talk about how if this was a Nuzlocke, how fucked I would have been? Because like the amount of death that that's been taking place within this playthrough has been pretty wild. Like an entire gym completely wiping my team. Oh, that was silly. Hi, Mana. One of your exes. Wait, one of your exes to you when they said they never cheat on me. Boom, clap. Well. So sorry to bring back those memories, Mana. Arnar. How are you doing? Good to see you. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I just teleported myself to high school with that one. I can only make fun of my poor decisions to make me learn from them. That's fair. That's fair. Something something, if you can't make fun of yourself, something something, making fun of everyone else, right? Something something, fracking, something something. Yeah. Don't get cute. I don't get cute. I stay cute. Okay? Suck on this ass. Listen. Oh, the frackin'? That's literally one of my favorite things that I've ever seen ever. It's so good. Alright, my beautiful friends. I am going to take a little break before we finish taking over this radio station. And yeah, while I'm gone, I'm gonna be running a little ad. This break will not be included in the YouTube version, so I'll probably just edit all of this out anyway. So yeah, let's go beat these girlies up. Let's do it. Ooh woo. Hello. To trainers, Pokemon are their beloved partners. It's terrible how Team Rocket is trying to control Pokemon. Hi, Flop. I've been given strict orders. I'm to crush anyone who challenges Team Rocket. Well, and to that I say, good luck, Flop. I almost thought his name was Grunt, but I forget that they don't get names. We're just told that they're a Team Rocket grunt, and we don't know anything about them. Which I guess makes sense. I don't know why they would, you know, these criminals would be disclosing their names. I also don't know how we know everyone's names, because it's not like they actively introduce themselves to us. They just fully challenge us and like start throwing hands, and you're like, oh, I guess we're fighting, and then in the battle you just magically know their name. Oh, come on, I just came from the Poke Center. That was so fucking rude. And now Blathers is gonna enjoy the fruits of the... Oh, not even that. Nobody gets that experience. Well, fuck that. They really said, fuck everything about you, in fact. You deserve no experience, no rights. Okay, I see how it is. Damn. Damn. So rude, disrespectful, uncalled for. How dare these criminals not be polite? So rude of them. Just because they're criminals doesn't mean that they couldn't, you know, be polite. Alas. That's so funny to me. They just become the tiniest little specks on your screen that I'm gonna peck away until they're gone. I'm not changing no shit. I'm gonna be continuing to fight. I feel like how it would work in the universe is the other trainer would be like, my name is Youngster Jimmy and I want a battle, and then they sing the theme song. You had me up until you said that they sing the theme music. You had me in the first half. It would be the similar approach of like when people are filming sci-fi things and they can help but make the sound effects with their mouth, and the director has to be like, hey, you're doing the sound effects, stop, you're not supposed to do that. Like, I kind of live for that. I love the idea of this man being completely shook and taken back by the idea of me beating him. Then again, it is kind of a wild concept that this child comes out of nowhere, strolls right in, and is like, hi, are you a criminal? Because I'm gonna beat you up. And then they do. You know? Listen, that's camp. It is. It really is. Did anyone used to do that? Like, you would take plushies that weren't even Pokemon and you would do like fake Pokemon battles with your friends? I had no friends, so I would do that with my cousin. And we would like basically sing the Pokemon song, the battle song. Yeah. Listen. There's a reason I'm a Twitch streamer and I'm not doing any... And that's what I'm doing for a job. Listen. It feels great ordering Pokemon to commit crimes. Well... These are the types of people that watch empowering YouTube videos that are like, you do whatever you want as long as you're happy, and follow your dreams, and they're like, yes, I'm gonna overthrow everything, and I'm gonna be a criminal, and if that's what makes me happy, I've been officially enabled to do so. Oh, not the self-destruct again. Boom Clap has been going fucking through it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Leave Boom Clap alone. So fucking rude. So fucking rude. Listen, if I wasn't a frugal bitch, I would be using all those revives right here and there. Here and there, yep. But I'm a frugal bitch, okay? It doesn't take me that long to go to the Poke Center. And so I will do it. I would rather do that than to spend money. Not Boom Clap, the sound of my Pokemon self-destructing. I mean, technically my Pokemon isn't the one self-destructing. But still. But alas. It's a really good joke. Boom, clap, the sound of my self-esteem going down the drain. Too real? Too real, perhaps? Maybe we've taken a sharp turn into real-life concerns, thoughts, and feelings. That was louder than I expected. An unknown child wandering here? Who are you? Now that NPC is asking the correct questions, because I would be asking the same damn thing. I would be like, why is this child bursting into this building and fighting crime? What the fuck is going on here? Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts. Come on now, we love an early 2010s reference. Is Jar of Hearts a 2010s? Yeah, yeah, because it was on Glee and everything, yeah. Yeah. Tom. Not the lock on. Perish flop. Please. Oh my god. Okay, Miss Vulva going through it. If you think you're having a bad day, Vulva has currently been confused and paralyzed in a matter of 2 turns. If Vulva can get through this fight, you can get through the day. I can promise you that. Now I just need to get through this battle because it would be really bad if I was trying to give you advice and then Vulva did not in fact get through this fight. Okay, my advice stands. She barely made it, but hey, listen, that's just a Wednesday for you, am I right? That's just a Wednesday. You barely get through it, you may suffer a little bit, but hey, you're here. And I'm glad you're here. Again, too real? Maybe. I don't know if fighting moves would be useful here, but hey, I'm not gonna let that stop me. Because they can't stop me, can't stop me. Oh, come on. Not me missing every single attack possible. And now we have a layer of confusion to get through. Love that. Love that. Lovely, lovely gal, lovely. Oh, come on. That was so rude. That was so rude in every way imaginable. Glenn, please. Not the Sonic Boom Clap. Okay, no longer confused. Still a flop, though. Oh my god. Today, Magnemite chose suffering, it chose violence, it chose chaos, and I'm just here for the ride. Oh, come on, Wig. Oh, that was a great turnaround. Oh, that was a beautiful story. Listen, all of my Pokemon are just telling a story of overcoming adversity, overcoming bullshit, and truly the story of what it's like to live out on a Wednesday, I guess. Listen, that was beautiful. That was beautiful right there. That was a beautiful story. On the verge of death, getting thrown all of these status conditions and concerns, and they still come out on top. Listen, if that's not a beautiful underdog story, I don't know what is. I don't know what else to tell you, y'all. How the tables have turned. How the flops have flopped. These girls are handing our asses to us though. Like, let's be real for a second. We are like barely hitting the standard for like fighting these girlies. Like, we are literally at their level, or if not a little below it. Which has been my Pokemon Silver adventure so far, I will say. Being slightly below average, below recommended level, has kind of been my gig for however many episodes / streams we've been a part of so far. So hey, listen, I'm just a consistent brand. I'm just the queen of consistency at this point, and so that's all I have to say, really, on that matter. Yeah, Boom Clap is severely underleveled, and it doesn't help that Misting is getting destroyed by everyone else's self-destructive personalities. That's a story for another day, I guess, because I said so. And now I'm not gonna go back on my word. Hi! The Team Rocket boss has locked himself in, but the director can't open it. He's up on the 5th floor. Please save him. Oh, drama. The card key slot. Oh. Oh, the key slot. Oh. Call me a card key slot, cause I'm ready to be filled in. Oh. I don't know about that. You plan to rescue the director? That won't be possible because I'm going to beat you. I love the implication of this person either listening in on my conversation and then running into formation, or me reaching and just fully saying, hi, I'm gonna find the director. I'm looking for the director. Can you help me there? And they're like, no, actually, I'm gonna fight you instead. A slot for Shiny's key, right in my heart hole. Maybe we're brainstorming that one. Maybe we'll continue workshopping it. maybe we workshop it. Maybe, listen, not every joke can be a winner. Not everything I say will be golden. In fact, you could say some of it will be silver. Get it? Because Pokemon Silver. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to add. Key always has a place in my heart hole. In your heart to see, if you will. Will there ever be a day in which I won't add a C to the end of a word? To be determined. To be determined, actually. I don't have an answer to that question. But I will continue to contribute to the chaos. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Oh, come on, boom clap. Getting confused. Not what I needed on this day. But hey, it happens to the best of us. Boom clap just got confronted with the realities of its gender, and now it's confused. We've all been there. We've all been awake for a few extra hours in the middle of the night contemplating our gender. We've all been there. And boom clap is allowed the same, you know? And we're not gonna shame boom clap for going on their journey, you know? Sometimes you just have someone sucking life out of you while you contemplate your gender journey. And that's not something we can or should take away from boom clap. I need to keep my mouth closed. That's what I need to do. I need to not talk. That's the move. That's what everyone wants for a live stream, really. No conversation. No talking from the streamer. I mean, honestly, there is probably some appeal there. Like a commentary-free, gameplay-only live stream. Maybe there is some appeal there. When someone's sucking life out of me, I'm usually purely focused on that. Well, maybe boom clap can't relate. Maybe maybe they can't relate, but hey. Everyone's on their journey. Listen. I'm just saying things. I'm just saying things, getting tired of myself and the things that I say. Listen. Hello. Would you like an aurora beam? Would you like that? Oh, well. Time to surf indoors. Listen, boom clap is changing the world. Boom clap invented indoor surfing. And I feel like boom clap doesn't get the respect that it deserves for that invention, you know? That's my 2 cents. Unbelievable. Natalie Tran, anyone? Anyone watch that icon on youtube.com? She randomly posted one video and one video only. And I got my life. She randomly posted one video after like months, if not years of not uploading. And it felt like home. It felt like home. Most excellent. This radio tower will fulfill our grand design. Well, most of us are just, you know, trying to get through the day. And these people are like overtaking full-on radio towers, doing the fucking most. And I'm like, mama, I just want to get through Wednesday. That's all, truly. You just jumped out Just jumped out of the shower to find your son. That your phone... Nope. Oh, I'm just gonna read your message. I just jumped out of the shower to find my son, hid my phone under my bed, not me rummaging under there, using your voice as an echolocation. Ah! Hey. Listen. Boom clap the sound of you find your phone. Oh, not the try attack. Porygon doing the absolute most on this day. Porygon is so fucking fierce. Can we have that conversation? Conversion 2. Oh, she's the ice type now. Well, plot twist, bitch. I'm changing to a normal attack. Just follow the sound of the oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Malbot. Well. Oh yeah, I forgot the water was strong against steel. Because of course. Oh, not the recovering. Listen. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not today. Not if I can help it. Absolutely not. Okay, what now? Transform into the water type. Okay, great. We're headbutting. Listen. We can headbutt. We can do this. Oh my god. She's doing the fucking most. Can we talk about this? Let's talk about how I regret ever saying positive things about Porygon. Let's have that conversation, because Miss Thing is trying it. This is the self-sabotage that we never saw coming. Porygon has become that friend that when you say something nice about them, they immediately remind you of something negative that they one of their negative traits, I guess, if you will. That type of person that is like, oh my god, your hair looks beautiful today. Oh, thank you so much. I just crawled out of a rat's ass and this is what happened. And you're like, oh, I thought it looked nice. But go off, I guess. Not you calling me out. Well, maybe this was an intervention stream all along. Maybe I streamed Pokemon for 2 hours as a disguise to lure you in and call you out and begin an intervention. Maybe I designed this all along. Could you imagine? Maybe the rat is a very talented... Jail to you. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. Jail. Jail to you. I hope you can post up then. Oh. I'm contacting DHL. I'm ready to post and up. And you're about to pay those custom fees. Listen. Oh, come on, girly. This Porygon is testing my patience. Really testing me at the gig. Really, really fucking testing me. But it's okay. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. We always do. We're just gonna ruin its life, little by little. We're doing great. We're doing amazing. And nobody will tell me otherwise. I thought it was about to do recover and I was about to throw a tantrum. I was about to throw a... Ah, no! It fucking did recover, didn't it? It really fucking did. I really jinxed it, didn't I? Oh, you had a coffee with Zucker. That's so cute. I love these random Animal Crossing updates from you. Just to be like, okay, that's all fun and games, but I'm having coffee with my favorite villager in Animal Crossing, so how's your day going, am I right? I really did jinx it though. I really did. Listen, I'm just trying my best. That's all I can really do. And that's all I will do, in fact. Listen. I love her slightly shady ass every single time I come to the Pokemon Center, like, oh, someone's out late being a flop again. Anyway, you want to heal your Pokemon? Like, I get it, girl, but also mind your business. Don't shame me for being up at 7 p.m. Some of us are not grandmas, and we would like to live a little bit at 7 p.m. and we're not gonna go to bed. So, take your passive-aggressive attitude somewhere else, Miss Joy. If that's even your real name. Wait, did I beat everyone up here? Oh, I sure did. Hello? You came to rescue me? Is that what you were expecting? Wrong, I'm an imposter. I pretended to be the real thing to prepare for our takeover. Do you want to know where we hid the real director? Sure, I'll tell you, but only if you can beat me. Well, why would they want to tell me though? Oh, she's an executive girly. Okay, Miss Executive. It's really cute and y'all need to know about it and it's very important. Truly. We wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, it's true, it's true. Zucker is really cute though. I really like I really like him. He's really cute. Not this self-destruct again. Ooh, Boom Clap endured that, girls. Boom Clap said, "Oh, you wanted a twist." Boom Clap really said, "Suck on this ass." You really thought you got me there. But no. Not on my watch. Not this critical hit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is Dynamic Punch gonna be good? Well, we'll find out if it hits, I guess. If/when it hits. I can wait, it's fine. Top 10 moves I'll probably replace sooner rather than later. I don't need this kind of drama of wondering whether or not my move is actually gonna hit, you know? Oh, and it was not very effective. But it caused confusion upon the girls. So maybe it was the right move. Maybe it was the move. Ooh, sexy. Sorry, Flop. Looks like you decided to wake up and flop today. Sounds like you weren't very effective with your flop plan, were you? Just me consistently talking shit throughout the entire battle. Oh, I will change. I will change to Boom Clap. Because I want Boom Clap to get as much experience as she can. Before immediately switching out to Glenn again. Listen. This back and forth game, I'm willing to play it. I'm willing to play it. Isn't shit talking part of battle etiquette? Sure. I would say so. But, hey. That's just me. Everyone missing, we love to see that. I would have preferred if Glenn did hit that move, but that's fine. You know, that's fine. It happens. Sometimes you get poisoned as well. It happens. It happens, you know. That's fine and dandy. Ooh, sexy. Sounds like someone is severely flopping on this day. Ooh. Oh, come on, wheezing. Oh, she's wheezing. She's wheezing, dude. When was the last time you wheezed? That's a question. That's a choice of a question. And I asked it. Listen, so brave of me to ask the questions that need to be asked. Very important. Literally every day. Yeah, you really do. You really do. Every day, every time. A portable tea kettle, some would say. Oh shit, I don't have any potions. Well, we keep switching. We keep switching. Switching up positions for you. Take it from the back and take it from the front too. Oh, well. Blathers was also victim of a self-sabotage moment. Well, come on, Boom Clap. Leveling up though. We love to see it. Boom Clap, the sound of self-sabotage right here. Meep Meep, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Coughing. Because Meep Meep is about to change your world. She's about to ruin your career in ways you never thought were possible. She's writing that notes app tweet that you never saw coming. She's exposing you in ways you will never recover from, and that's that on that. Alright, we're switching back to Boom Clap. She needs the experience, y'all. And we shouldn't be selfish on this day. We need to share the love around. Listen, Meep Meep is doing great. She's thriving. I think today's her day. She evolved. She's going through some personal breakthroughs. on this stream, and I personally think she's doing great. So that's all I have to say about Meep Meep. Come on, Miss Thing. That was fierce. Okay, I'll tell you where he is. We stashed the real director in the underground warehouse. It's at the far end of the underground, but I doubt you'll get that far. Come on, basement key. Why would he give me the key to the basement, though? Like, why would he want me to have that? I'm sorry for the flashing. Oh yeah, I can actually heal that. I can actually get rid of that, so there's no flashing on the way to the Poke Center. You know what I mean, though? Like, why would he want to give me the key to the basement? Do I need this? Oh, I don't use it in the card key, I guess. Was that referring to another basement, or am I... I know that there's like an underground passage, but it's not here in the radio station. So we're heading off. I think it's where the girlie was covering up the path, unless I'm completely mistaken. I might be, because she's still covering up the place. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe so. We heal. Thank you, thank you. Boom Clap is getting there. She may not be 100% there yet, but she's trying her darnest, you know? She's trying her darnest. And I appreciate her for it, you know? She's just doing the best as she can with the situation that she's presented with. Okay, so we're not going there. Oh, maybe we're going through here? Maybe this basement is the one that they were referring to? That is somehow potentially connected to the radio tower? Let me save, because it's been a little bit, it's been a minute since we've saved. I feel like it would be wise to save my progress. Oh yeah, they did work on it. They did open up this part of it. Iconic. Iconic! Oh, come on, Burn Heal. Not exactly what I had in mind, but hey. Could be useful, I suppose. Maybe this isn't it. Maybe this isn't it, y'all. We're just getting items, which I'm not against. You know, like... Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I don't think this is it, y'all. I don't think this is the move. I know that there was like another underground location, but I guess we have to... I guess we have to get on from a different place, I suppose. I don't know. I do think we should get some items that we're not getting on this floor. I think we have to go up a little bit. Potentially here. Oh, yes. I mean, super potions is not, like, extremely ideal, but it's what they have. Oh, wait, no. This only heals by 50. I think if we go to the balcony kind of area, I think we could probably get the other drinky poos that heal you more than 50. I think. And they're probably cheaper too, so that will be good. Are these the vending machines? Oh, I didn't mean to get a fresh water. I wanted a lemonade. Is lemonade better? Let me check. Let me check. Oh yeah, lemonade is 80, so that's great. In fact, yeah, let's get a bunch of lemonades. I wish you could get, you know, more than one at a time, but let's get a few. You know, it's fine. We have time. We can just individually pop out a lemonade. I just imagine this kid. Everyone just crowding around this kid with like an open backpack, putting like a few amounts of coins at a time, literally emptying out this fucking machine just to get all the lemonades and stack them in like this like and stuff them in this like fucking backpack. I personally love that. I don't know about y'all, but I love this concept. I think we're doing pretty great. This is what we deserve. We're just stocking up on some lemonades. We love lemonade here. We're lemonade stands. How much do I have? I literally lost track of time. Oh, let's get one more so we have 20. This kid's lemonade stand is gonna be stocked. Yeah, literally, like, yeah. We buy all the lemonades from the stand, from the vending machine, and then we just pour them out and we open our own stand and we sell it for a higher price. Listen, I think we're onto something. I think this is equivalent to hustle TikTok. Hustle talk, if you will. And I think we're onto something here. I think this is our next business venture, if you ask me. Our dream will soon come true. It was such a long struggle. Stay out of the way. Beat it. Okay, so we can't go in either of those things. And I think that was the only way to get in. Yeah, I think the station is completely unrelated. Maybe there's a part of town that I can access from up here. Oh, not the name raider. Underground entrance. Oh, work. Okay. We found it. I got it. Oh, we can do this. We got this. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, I love that person being like, I know all of my Pokemon alignments, but I only use one type of Pokemon. Nar. Hello? Your Pokemon will like you more if you give them haircuts. Girl, please. I guess I have to do things fair and square. What? They're also trainers. I'm scared to go down there. What is this? Oh, this is the game corner. Okay, yeah, we don't want to go to the game corner. We've already spent some of our precious time. I really try to use the bicycle indoors here. Listen, these pathways are long. I just wanted to try it out, you know? Why not? Just trying to be adventurous. Oh yeah, I do have the key. Yeah, I forgot that. Forgot that you needed a key to get there. Oh. Not the flop. Hold it. I saw you, so I tailed you. I don't need you underfoot while I take care of Team Rocket. Wait a second. You beat me before, didn't you? That was just a fluke, but I repay my debts. Okay. Sure, Jan. Alright, Miss Question Marks. Let's see what you got. Okay, he has a Golbat that is higher level than us. That's fine, that's fine, that's completely fine. Because guess what, bitch? I have Glenn. And Glenn will ruin your Golbat's career. Oh, Confuse Ray? Mama, Glenn has been confused, you know? Glenn doesn't mind a bit of confusion because guess what, bitch? Glenn will slide some rocks up in your little head, and he will ruin your career. As long as he gets through that confusion and the flinchingness. Just wait a second, just wait a little bit, and then he will ruin your career. There you go. Hopefully that will do it, because I don't know if Glenn can do another attempt. Oh, that was so close. Well, time to drink up some lemonade, girly. I hope you like some lemonade, because slurp slurp. Listen, we're just promoting our lemonade business. You know, in the middle of battle, we're just like, oh, take this wonderfully refreshing cup of lemonade, my wonderful and lovely Pokemon. And we just give, like, we just fully give them like an ad read, like, with my lemonade, your Pokemon will not only get healed, but they will also love you, and they will befriend you, and they will be so happy with this yummy drink. And the other trainers are like, what? The other trainers are just fully like, am I listening to an ad read? Like, what's going on here? What the fuck is going on here on this day? Hey, gaslight, girl keep, girl boss. That's all I have to say. Oh my god, can you stop flinching, please? This girlie is one hit from losing their career. Well, listen, I think Glenn just wants to drink some lemonade. I think this is all a ploy for Glenn to slurp on all of that lemonade that we got. Glenn was like, oh, I see you got some lemonades. Can I have some? Don't mind if I do. Chat also be like, what? Listen, just wait until I get a lemonade sponsorship and it's over for everyone. It's over. It's the end. Just like this Golbat, the end of their career. Sorry, Flop. Can't help but be iconic. Oh, Magnemite. Oh, Sweetie. I mean, Glenn would probably be good, but you know who else we got? We got Miss Vulva. Ready to flame a bitch. Ready to roast you until roast you to oblivion and back. We're gonna start with a Confuse Ray because you know what? We're all about that karma, and that karma hits you right back, bitch. You confused me, I confused you. Listen, you get exactly what you put out in this world, and all you put out was garbage. So now you're getting it all back. That slurp sound, I am so sorry. I didn't realize I was running out of water. Well, guess what, Mimi? We're getting that paralyzation station. Ruby dressed as a bottle of lemonade asking people to drink their sweet and sour juice. Well, listen. You just revealed my ploy. Oh, Haunter. Oh. I think Boom Clap should be fine. Famous last words. Am I right? Not the curse. Well, at least it's half health. That should help Boom Clap succeed. Okay, that wasn't great. But hey, it wasn't awful, so... Hey. Oh, please. Okay. That wasn't the worst thing ever. Hey, come on, boom clap. Successful legends. We're really doing all of that. Ooh, come on, Sneasel. Ooh. Let's get Blathers. Ooh, maybe... Or maybe we keep Boom Clap for the time being. Sneasel is so cool. Let's heal before we do anything else. I know Sneasel is a dark type, right? But I don't know what else it is. So I don't know what other tricks it would have up its sleeve. Oh, not the feint attack. Seems pretty rude. Seems pretty rude. Oh, not it outspeeding me. Oh, it's dark and ice. Oh, well, I'm about to find out because I just did Aurora Beam. Oh yeah, it's not very effective. Okay, good to know. And Boom Clap's career is done. Okay, let's get Volva up in here then. It's time for her to put Miss Sneasel in her place. Ooh, not that. Not the Screech. Not that. We don't support that behavior here. That Screech is so nasty and rude and disgusting. That quick attack had no business being that strong. No business being that strong. What the fuck? Miss Volva was not ready for that jelly, let me tell you. Oh my god. Okay. I think we're changing back to Glenn because Glenn can withstand a normal attack like that. And Miss Volva simply cannot. So, time for you to flop for a second, okay? And now we bring the lemonade because we know Glenn loves a little lemonade moment. Ooh, girl. Please. Listen, if they're screeching like that, very against. Very against. Listen. If they're personally stabbing my brain with sound, with such sharpness, maybe I am against. Ooh. Yes, ruin its life. Come on, Glenn. Ooh, Volva level 30. Come on. Also, Glenn level 30. Ooh, sexy. Okay, Quilava. Quilava is the last one standing. Oh, Boom Clap would be perfect for this, but it's indeed sleeping. So I think Glenn could actually take over this quite nicely. Stabbing your brain. I mean, yeah. That sound was came at me with such sharpness that I felt my brain getting stabbed. Ooh, Glenn is making up for all the lemonades they were drinking. And with that, the flop has been defeated once again. Why? Why do I lose? I've assembled the toughest Pokemon. I didn't ease up on the gas. So why do I lose? Well, I don't understand. Is what that Lance guy said true? That I don't treat Pokemon properly? Love? Trust? Are they really what I lack? Are they keeping me from winning? I just don't understand. But it's not going to end here. Not now, not because of this. I won't give up my dream of becoming the world's best Pokemon trainer. Well, I'm too lazy to go back to the Poké Center, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a revive up in here, We're gonna get Miss Boom Clap back on her feet. Boom Clap, the sound of that revive hitting you, girly. Because we're also gonna do some heal ups with our lemonade. I think I may have a paralyzed heal that we can use, potential. Yes, we do have it. And we're gonna proceed with our mission to destroy all the flops. Yeah, being a flop is the problem. I don't care if you're lost. You show up here, you're nothing but a victim. Well. Oh, and then he pulls out a Rattata. Okay, girl. I see question mark was not the only flop in the block. I understand. Oh, please. Oh, not the flinching. Not the flinching. Not the flinch stones. No. No. Come on, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. No. No one. Okay, work. Ugh. I think yeah, think you're cool, huh? Well, I'm certainly not a flop. I turn it on. Oh. Come on, full heal. Iconic. Hello. Open one shutter, another closes. Bet you can't get where you want. Bet you can't mind your own business, can you? You mean I'm not funny? Listen. Maybe some of my jokes don't land. But I will not take responsibility for that. I will simply assume that the issue is the audience. Why take responsibility for my jokes being flops when I could simply blame it on everyone else? Something to think about. Listen. Oh, you really tried to pound this ass, didn't you? Oh, so sorry to say that you're a flop. So sorry to remind you of that fact. Oh, come on, flinch. Goodbye. Sorry. Sorry, flop. Sucks to be a flop. Yeah, we should probably switch back. We should probably do so. I don't think Aurora Beam is it against coughing, but it wasn't horribly terrible. Horribly terrible, yeah. It's pretty low leveled too, so not this poison. Let's take a second to heal for a second, shall we? Let's take a little moment. Oh! That's a very nice amount of HP, if you ask me. Not the self-destruct again. We hate to see it. We truly hate to see it. Oh, not this Rattata. You know what I'm gonna do, girly? Oh, I'm gonna revive Boom Clap, and I'm gonna get him back to ruin your life. You flop of a rat. Listen. Not if I can help it. Oh no, not the Hyper Fang. Ooh. An attempt was made. But Boom Clap did surpass everyone's expectations just then. Oh please. No, why does it have to be so fast? Please. Send help. Okay. Okay, we can deal with a quick attack. We can. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. Get her, Jade. I feel like for the amount of times that I say get her, Jade, I feel like I haven't named enough Pokemon Jade. You know what I mean? Drat, I was sunk by indecision. Me every day. Now that's relatable content. Now that's relatable content right there. Do you know what I mean? What happens if I click back on this? Okay, this closes off. Does something else open? Okay, no, we needed to open that one. Wahahaha! Confounded by the shutters, are we? I'll let you in on a secret if you can beat me. They're so generous. So generous. I think they're just bored, honestly. They're like, listen, I'm just a criminal, not because I believe in what we're doing, but because I'm bored. I had nothing better to do. And so I'm entertained by the drama, and I'm willing to add to it. Do you know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. That's what I personally believe in. I do live for the drama. I can't sit here and deny that I don't live for the drama. But they just take it to another extreme. And that screen shaking, don't love that animation. Don't love that in particular. I look away. Don't love that one. This is taking a very surprising amount of time, though, I will say. I thought, like, yeah, we're totally gonna beat the Team Rocket girlies, and we're totally gonna start making our way towards the next gym, and that was not, in fact, what happened on this day. But hey, we did beat one gym. I will give myself props on that. We did beat Miss Jasmine within the first few minutes of today's Pokemon journey. Yeah, that shaking animation is really disgusting, in fact. There's no if, buts, or maybes about that one. So sorry to say. Okay, bye, Flop. Okay, yeah, tell me the secret. Alright, a hint. Change the order of the switching. That will change the ways the shutters open and close. Ooh. Okay, what happens if I open this one? Okay, that one opens this. This one opens this one, I assume. Oh no, that opens something else. Okay. But it closed one of these. So, hate that. Okay, I'm gonna go down this one first. Oh, just kidding. Oh yeah, I have to turn it off first. Hold on. Yeah, let me turn it off. Oh, it opened this. Well, I might as well go this way then. They ditched this project before they finished. I'm searching for leftover loot. Oh, well. Guess who has ordered a PS5, girly? Who? Team Rocket? Oh, come on, Growlithe. Hello? Time for you to suffer. Am I gonna die? No, because I'm also a water type, right? Iconic. She really tried. She really tried to come for me on this day. Oh. Someone named Wolfie. Yes. That's awesome. Congrats on getting it. How difficult was it? Did you have to stay in, did you have to be in a queue? Oh, I'm running out of water. I'm officially out of water. How was that experience? Because I've never even tried getting one, because like, you know. Growlithe really tried. I had to be in a queue. It was an invitation from Sony to get one. Oh, interesting. Did you have to apply for that? That's wild. I didn't know that. I think they did. I do remember vaguely knowing that like people were using their website or something, but I was not aware of how convoluted the whole process was. Burglar Eddie, flop. Oh shit. Sorry, y'all. Sorry for the flashing. I just got poisoned. There's a lot of poisoning going on here. You apply and then they choose who gets the invitation based on activities? Oh. Interesting. Like, do they check how, like what games you're playing? Or, like, if you're playing a lot of games? Or if you're not? That's wild. Fork over your goodies. Oh, not fork over. I never heard that expression before. I thought he was like replacing the word fuck with fork. And I thought he was saying like something like fuck over, like he was fucking me over. But I was very confused. Payments, subscriptions, gameplay, I'm guessing all of it really says activity. Oh. Interesting. That's awesome that you got one though. Do you know when they're gonna be shipping them out? That's so exciting. Yeah, I really thought he was like doing a play on words on like, you know, he was gonna fuck me over or something. Listen, I don't understand much about many things. Ooh, Magmar. I tried catching one, but we failed. So we don't have one. But that's fine because we have Volva. But I do understand the forking. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now we do love a forking. Mm-hmm. We sure do. Goodbye. Sucks to be a flop. Oh, we were so close. Mercy. Oh, now you say that. Interesting. Interesting. Smoke ball. Oh. No! Oh, no, we don't want that. Do we want to do this one? No. Do we want to do the other one? Oh. Work. We just opened this. Do I do this then? This is kind of a confusing puzzle here. No, I think I fucked it up. No. I'm just trying my best. Okay. Not the pussy. Well, technically, I would say so. Oh, oh, we did something. Oh, not enough apparently. So close yet so far away. Y'all. This is so difficult. Is it back to the way it was? Okay, maybe I can do the other one then. Maybe? No. I feel like I'm in a loop of doing this, but I don't know anymore. Okay. It's on. Do we want to turn it off? Yes. What about that? How about them apples? I'm gonna turn all of them off. Yes, okay. So now we're gonna start turning them on. Ooh, we're gonna turn them on. Ooh, sexy. Okay, so we turned 2 on. Can we do 1? Okay, that opens this. Oh wait, maybe it opened that. Not sure exactly what that did. And now I do 3. Okay, now that just opened that. So now I turn off. Let me turn off 3. And then maybe we turn on one of these. Or we turn it off, I guess. No, that didn't do it. I hate this. I'm confused too. The switch on the end is the one that pressed first, but okay. You must have ice in your veins to this Team Rocket. Okay, so we want to turn on 3 first. According to that girly. So that's good to know. It's off. Is this one also off? Okay, let's turn on 3. And then 1. And then 2. Okay, no, that was not it. Okay, let's do 3, 2, 1 then. Was that it? Oh, work, we did it. Okay, that was harder than I made it in my head. Like, in my head, I thought it was like, I have to turn one of them on, and then I have to turn another on, and then I have to turn another off, and then another one on. Like, I thought it was like a whole thing. And then turns out it was literally 3, 2, 1. I simply cannot. But hey, we got here. We got there. That's all that matters. Oh, not a gloom. Don't be so gloomy. Okay, let's get Volva up in here. But that's exciting, Wolfie. What games are you excited to get into on your PS5? That's really exciting. Ooh. Teehee. Come on, boom clap. The sound of leveling up. Another gloom. I'll stay. I'll stay Volva. Cause you don't gotta get Volva if you stay Volva. That doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't even make any sense. I have Lost Judgment and Death Stranding Director's Cut to get to for the PS5, but Death Stranding is for streaming. Ooh. Get into it. Did you play the original? Or are you diving in for the first time with Director's Cut? That's exciting. Bye, Gloom. Don't trip on the way out. How could you? Well. Teehee. I did that. That's pretty iconic, if you ask me. What does this do? It's labeled emergency. Oh, is this gonna open everything up, I guess? Yeah, I don't know what that did. But I turned it on. Can we go in now? Ooh, sexy. We're infiltrating. This is a really big, like, dungeon situation. Like, damn, like, we've been at this for how long now? Like, damn. This is a really, really long sequence of events. Spending a lot of time with the rockets. Oh, you did play the original, but you're excited to play Director's Cut? Hell yeah. Oh, please. Your 5-year-old just Gave you his letter to Santa. Aww. He wants a face cam, a mic, and a YouTube channel. Aww. Aww. That's so wild to me though, that like kids are growing up and like wanting to be YouTubers from like that young of an age. That's wild. Not in a bad way. It's just more like, for me, I had nothing like that to look forward to. So to me that's like, wow, like, yeah, that's a thing that kids are aspiring to now. And I'm very against like content creators being like, this shouldn't be something to aspire for. Okay, then why are you doing it? Like, are you not proud of your job? Like, why wouldn't you want other people to do it? Like, that's so silly to me. Wolfie, not this. Oh, come on, Golbat. Sorry, Flop. It's time for you to suffer. I guess for you to drown, since we're gonna surf indoors once again. But I don't know, what do y'all think about that? Cause like, sometimes I see YouTubers being like, this is not something for kids to aspire to, and it's like, are you unhappy with your job? Like, do you not like being a YouTuber? Like, do you not like being a content creator? Like, what's wrong with that? Why, you know? I feel like sometimes there's such a thing on YouTube where it's like, I feel like some YouTubers would rather be doing something else, but that's kind of what they're doing. And they kind of have this like weird sort of thing where they, like, on one hand they'll be like, yeah, YouTube is the new mainstream media and fuck mainstream media and we're gonna take over. And then on the other side, it's like, the second there's mainstream success to be had, they are willing to drop everything to like go after that. And it's like, what's the truth? You know, like, was that something you were just like telling yourself and convincing yourself of? Like, I don't know. That's kind of a little bit of a side tangent, I suppose. I mean, both things can be true as well, right? You can be happy with something, but have the aspiration for something else. Yeah, that seems weird to me. When I was a kid, this wasn't a job. Like, if I went back in time and told child me that I get to play video games all day, I'd shit, right? For real. Like, I remember this is what I wanted to do for a job. Like, I didn't know it was a thing that I could do, but I really wanted to just like, oh, I really love just playing games. Like, why can't I just play games as a job? And then it's like, well, you could. And when I kind of learned that, it really kind of changed my life, because I was like, oh, there's a sense of direction there, you know? Heal, I remember you. You got me good at our hideout. Oh, and I'll get you again, girl. I don't mind him wanting to do it. I just think he's maybe a bit young. Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah. He wants to earn money to help us pay the bills. Bless. Oh. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I agree. 8 is very, very young. But that's a really sweet, like, sentiment. Why wouldn't you want kids to be excited to do that when they're older? Right. I think sometimes they try to, like, I think the idea is that they try to be like, oh, content creation isn't as easy as it looks, but that almost gives me like trying to discourage new creators to be a thing so that they can stay relevant or something. Like, I don't know, it feels weird and gatekeepy to me, because I think there's something to be said about like, yeah, it is harder than it looks, but also like, every job is difficult, right? So it's like, let's not like try to discourage people from like doing something that looks like it could be good for them or could be fun for them or whatever. But you know, I don't have the heart to tell me he needs thousands of subs before he could earn anything. I know. How could you, right? How could you tell him that? I think things are changing a little bit in the content creation scene where like, because a lot of people are kind of, you know, a lot of communities are supported by Patreon and stuff like that. I feel like these days it's different where I think you could have a smaller creator earn a pretty consistent amount of money and not have like the biggest audience ever. You know what I mean? I think things are a little bit different in that regard because like, yeah, if you're hoping to have ad revenue on YouTube be a thing that you earn full-time kind of money for, like, yeah, you're gonna need like thousands of people watching your videos. You're gonna need a lot of that, and even still, right? But I feel like a lot of people do have pretty decent amounts of like, you know, they do earn a decent amount for an audience that's not like the hugest audience ever, you know? Ooh, sexy. Level 30. Boom Clap did catch up, y'all. Are we so proud? Hyuk, hyuk, hyuk. So that's how? Yep, I got you good. I got you again. Oh shit. Wasn't expecting for there to be more people here. How did you get this far? I guess it can't be helped. I'll dispose of you. Well. I've seen some YouTubers. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers have Patreon links. A lot of YouTubers have Patreon links. That they like direct their audience to. And I don't know how like some do it without Patreon links, to be honest. Like there's YouTubers that don't necessarily do a lot of sponsored content either. And I'm just kind of like, how are you monetizing? Like, are you just doing ad revenue? Like, that's wild to me. But hey, if they can do it, then great. I don't know. Let's do it, girls. Let's ruin their careers. We're really doing that. I did think this was gonna take a significant less amount of time. Like, I really was not expecting this to be this time consuming. I thought it was gonna be like a pretty cool, quirky, and fun thing that we would do really quickly and then head off to our next gym, but like, damn, this is time consuming. This is a big, juicy mama. He disposed of me. I sure did. And on that note, I do think this is where we're gonna drop off for the day. We did do some progress. Look at the material. Come on now. 7 out of 8 gyms completed. Come on now. Yeah, this has been very, very fun. I think I should be back tomorrow. I don't see why I wouldn't. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far and you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to click on that like button, on that sub button if you want to see more videos. I also have my main channel somewhere linked on screen that you can click on. If you're watching this on Twitch and you've enjoyed the stream and you aren't followed yet, feel free to follow the accounts. And I would like to say thank you to my supporters over on Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi.com/ProjectRuby. That is where you can support me for $1 hair or more. as much as you want, as much as you can, and as much as you're willing to. You can either do a one-off tip or a monthly subscription over there. And you get early content, exclusive content, blog posts, and a variety of things, as well as shoutouts at the end of streams and or videos. So firstly, thank you to Andara Cat, Benjamin, Kaijujubi, Mostly Batfly, Smallzy, and Salika for your support over the last 30 days. Off of the time that I'm streaming this. I am streaming this on Twitch. So if you're over on YouTube and you would like to stop by a stream sometime, I would totally have you there and I would be very happy to see you. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful time. Stay safe, stay cozy, and stay beautiful. And I'll see you next time. Bye.